How do you guys find this this stream so far? Is it what you were expecting? Am I going into enough detail? Am I not? Am I going into too much? How have you found it? I see you later, Noddy. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Lao Buzzsaw. That's not the one that I see them doing, honestly. I think Lao has the most potential for a lot of variations. I'd honestly rather someone like you show off the Buzzsaw, because I don't know if I could really do it justice. Okay, this would be... Okay, I thought about this one. I would like to see this, that, and this. You're doing great. Thanks, man. Ah, it's Scorpion. Scorpion to me is a no-brainer. Right. Okay. So, to me, I see the big one for me here is Scorpion. Scorpion, I honestly feel like Misery Blade is going to be the one that we will absolutely see. Like, Misery Blade, in fact, I'll pick him first, because I feel like I can talk more about him first. I feel like Misery Blade is the absolute one that we will see, because we all know a lot about it. It's very good. Misery Blade in the full game is super scary. But it would also be one of those abilities that I feel like would almost need balancing with another move that you wouldn't assume would be as useful. For the purpose of kind of thematics, right? I feel like it will either be a demon variation built around Demon Dash and Demon Breath and the Fireball. So I feel like the only other variation would be a Hellfire one about the projectiles, the fireballs, the Demon Dash, and the Flame Breath would be like a Hellfire Scorpion. But what I would like to see is this one right here. This variation of Scorpion would get... which one does it... Let me go into abilities. Here we go. Sin Blade. And then Misery Blade. So this variation would be super interesting for Scorpion. So I'll get the basic one out of the way first. Sin Blade, it gives you an MKX, MK9 style neutral jump, which on hit launches the opponent, so you get combos from a neutral jump. This would be good for, like, you know, characters like JAX. If he does the ground slam, let's make him do that. You then whiff punish wake ups or moves that you expect with a full combo. I mean, I have no idea what optimals would be off this, but it's a good launch as well. It's a decent damage one. So let's try something just quick. Let's do forward 3, standing 3, spear or something like that. Let's do that. Do I do a jump in maybe? I have an idea. I have an idea for a world basic ass combo. Let's try it. And then you could turn this into whatever you want, really. Similar out after the spear. Yeah, so you get the ability to launch them off that, which is cool. I actually didn't know about this. That's hype. That's sick. Let me try that again. I actually want to see it. That's cool. Not good startup. It's not really using that sense though, right? Let me try. Blah, blah, blah. You have to do it pretty fast. You can't do it off a short hop either. You can jump kick into port for 30%. Cool. I have to get the full jump. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but I didn't know you could do this. That's actually really cool. Let me try. And then something like that, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so Sin Blade will give you the option to whiff punish things like wake up attacks, you know, anti-air. You know, it's, I don't know the startup of it. Let me just quickly double check. It's 8 frames, so it's an 8-frame air move that launches. That's not bad at all. It'll be good for conversions. You know, on hit, you'll be able to do forward 3 and then confirm into whatever kind of standard combo you might have. Decent damage for what it is. You obviously, it's a meterless launcher in a game where there really aren't many of them, so that would be pretty cool. I wonder if you could do down 2. I wonder if you could do down 2 into it. I actually kind of want to show. I want to check this quick. Oh, you probably can't. I imagine you can't. Oh, that would be cool, but never mind. That's wishful thinking. But that's not even the whole point of this variation. Sin Blade is something that I think could be nice in addition to this right here. Misery Blade. Misery Blade is the stance that we know Scorpion has. We saw this all the time in the beta. It was considered to be his best move. Because the whole point of Misery Blade, it's a stance where you can do a low, you can do an overhead, and you can do a mid poke, which is that. It looks the least, it looks the most underwhelming, but trust me, that's the best thing about it. And I'll show you why. They make him not do this anymore because he's gonna keep getting in my way. So, Misery Blade, Sad Sword, whatever you want to call it. Dude, Sad Sword would be a great variation name for this because it's got the Sin Blade too. Sad Sword, boys. But anyway, you can do it with down 1 as well. Sin Blade, it's listed at down 2, but you can do it with down 1 as well. I didn't even know that. That's really cool. Misery Blade can be also amped to just be weird. It just looks really weird. So you will see this at face value and be like, damn, this is a 50-50 variation, right? Because the overhead and the low, it's kind of hard to tell the difference of them. Both of these options are unsafe on block as well. They're both death on block. But the main thing about Misery Blade is this poke. I'm going to turn on the frame data. This poke is plus 21 on hit and minus 2 on block. Minus 2 on block. That's the reason you want Misery Blade. Just to quickly say, you can also cancel it as well by pressing 1. Takes a bar of defensive meter to come out of it. So you can have some potential mind games with it. But the whole point of Misery Blade is this. It says 3 frame startup. It is fast. It's mad fast. The reason this is so good is it lets you pretty much. I'm gonna make him reversal with a dash back, and anywhere he's gonna, because he's gonna try and dash back anywhere that he. In fact, actually no, screw that. I'm gonna make him flawless block. That's probably an easier way to show off. I'm gonna make him flawless block. If he flawless blocks, there was a gap, right? If I do a string with a gap, it will be 1-1. I should make him not reverse. Let's just make him flawless block. Which has the... Okay, 2-1-2, 2-1-2. So it's gonna be normal and then flawless block because there's a gap. Anywhere that there is a gap, he is gonna flawless block. So let's do something like, back one. Oh god, hang on a minute. I'm gonna have to change this. I'm gonna have to do quick AI options. Otherwise, he's gonna not let me demonstrate this properly. I'm gonna make him do normal block and then flawless. So if I make him go, okay, back 1, 4, 3, which is -5 normally. Now I can do back 1, 4. That into -1. Let's do another mid. Let's do forward 3. So forward 3 normally -2. Let's do wrong button. -2 again. But added benefit of that. Let's do back 1 by itself. -2 instead of -14. Let's do forward 4. So forward 4, 2, 3. Normally dangerous. -8. This is unsafe. Let's do forward 4, 2. Misery Blade. Okay, I have to be point blank, I think. Or is this hitbox specific? I'm not sure. I'll do it in the corner just to show. I'm sure it works there. There we go. So the gist of it is, you can use Misery Blade to make anything you want safe for the most part. And this is a mid as well. This is a mid hit, so they can't neutral crouch this. And on block, you're going to be safe, and on hit, you're +20, which Scorpion's kind of universal, amazing stagger game, his throw game, gets a lot more scary when every hit you're going to be able to lead into that, which means that on hit, you're going to be able to do something like this. Let's make him do... God, I don't know. Let's do punish standing 4 into this, into this, into this. And then now I'm +20 and can have a mix-up off of +20. And I can turn that +20 into plus frames if I want with a 2-1. I can turn it into a poke maybe. I can read that you're going to block and then throw you. Scary. Potential to be very scary. And I think a play style that would make Scorpion real strong. I really feel this could make Scorpion really scary. And it would be really cool to see players do it. He actually has some really cool combos using Misery Blade that I don't know. I'm going to see if I can try one out. Let's see, does that work? Let me try that out. Hey, there we go. And you can do whatever you want. So we get some cool combos off it as well. Hey. and then you're still plus 20. So it gives them some cool stuff, pretty much. It makes Scorpion really interesting, and I like it a lot, and I'd like to see this. Sad sword, boys. Sad sword. JAX. JAX is in a bit of a weird. Is actually in a bit of a weird spot with this, because I actually feel like all of his best moves are already used, but I feel like there is still some potential for there to be some cool stuff, depending on what they want to go with. Here we go. And then this one, right? So these are the moves that I've equipped. So first things first, lethal clap. This replaces the gotcha grab, but it does generate you some heat when it hits. It is a 70 damage move as well, so it's still 7%. It's pretty good for damage purposes. The question is, losing the gotcha grab for a character like JAX is a big thing. It's a big thing. The clap on hit is plus 11, so you get a little bit of advantage, and when you've got a 9-frame mid, that's kind of scary. Forward 3/3 into this will give you, damage into, kind of standing plus frames with some heat as well. You would get this right to bear arms. It extends your 2/2 string, so you get this, which gives you a lot of heat. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a lot of heat by itself. So you lose the gotcha grab, which is normally your means of heat, but you gain a lot of heat through right to bear arms. You could turn this into... I think that you could cancel the first 4 hits, I think. Yeah, there you go. So you could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you've done 140 damage, and you've got advantage. There's no gap in any of this either. I believe this is all gapless. And on block, let's have a look. So on block, just to quickly show as well, the clap on block is minus 15. So the clap is not something you'll use on block. You can level it up and amplify it. Does that change it at all? No, it's still minus 15. But the reason you will amplify the clap is because normal clap is that, and amplified clap is there you go, knocks them down. Do I have to do 3 of them maybe? Okay, so it knocks them back. Let me try and do that on block. I wonder if that's actually different. Let me have a look. Okay, try that. Okay, yeah, so it's still minus 15. But this is a variation for building heat in a different way, and we all know how heat is so imperative to the way JAX plays. So you would get clap. Yep. Make him block again. Okay, he is blocking. And then right to bear arms. You get a decent amount of chip damage, and it's actually 0 on block. So you get this entire string. It's like an Aaron Black style. It's just like a check, It starts off a high, but it goes into a mid immediately, ends in an overhead. This is pretty much a bit like Aaron Black's, only you're generating heat on hit, and on block you're safe and doing chip. This, of course, means there's not much you can kind of do on block to kind of mix it up. You kind of just have to keep going. 2/2 is minus 5. 2/2 1/1 is minus 3. So it's kind of kind of commit, or you don't really lose the ability to still stagger. The 5th hit. I don't know if the 5th hit is cancelable. Let me try. Get a couple. Yeah, I don't believe the 5th hit is cancelable. I think the 4th is, so you will be able to, turn this into, do something like that, which could be cool. Back forward 3, crushing blow. Oh, you mean just by itself? Yeah. So, okay, so wait, is this possible? This is actually really cool if so. Okay, that's hype. Okay, that's hype. That's really hype. That would give you a 310 unbreakable damage version of the heat missiles, which is really cool. I actually didn't know we could do that. That's really cool. You don't need heat. Oh, okay. So you actually would get that. You punish with this at any point. If you hadn't used the crushing blow, you'll get it. So that just gives you a 300 damage punish on hits. But, right. Now, this is what I would love to see alongside this. So you get the clap for decent plus frames. You get corner juggles off it as well if I quickly make him go on the left. The clap, if you have heat, will give you the ability to go stuff like that. And you would end... What would you end with, I wonder, with this variation? You lose the gotcha grab, which is obviously quite an ender to end to lose. But I wonder if you can just do this as like the ender. Let me try it. Let me have a quick look. I actually wonder if you could do that. Let me just quickly see. Because you can always end in clap, but I wonder if you could do something else. I'm just going to do down 1 2 clap just by itself, see what's up. Okay, so you get something like that anyway. You could probably get more, I have no doubt. But again, that's not really the whole point of what this video is supposed to be. It would give you decent plus frames with clap. It would let you extend this. You would get access to this string, which would give you the nice crushing blow. It would give you the access to build loads of heat. It's obviously 0 on block, which is terrifying. But you lose the combo potential for enders with things like gotcha grab. You don't get the command grab. You don't get the launcher. But you do get ground shatter. So you do get the classic ground pound, which would be, this would be your combo right here. This would be your combo path. I assume from a distance you wouldn't get much. Yeah, so from a distance you wouldn't get much. I imagine you could fatal blow as well though, so you'd get comeback potential if it worked. So let me have a look. Let me see if I can do this quick. I'm sure it'll work. From close enough. Okay, yeah, so close enough that will work. Obviously you retain back forward too, which is cool. Oh wait, so no, you'd still get this as an ender, which is cool. Let me quickly do that just for the sake of argument. This isn't a hard combo. I think I'm just bad.
Mr. Viper Zero cheered.
There you go.
X300. Subway 100. Hey guys. It's me Subway 100 and definitely not Shang Tsung. If you sub to Mustard I will consume your soul, I mean give your soul more strength. Definitely me Subway 100 bonus 30 trying to help and definitely not Shang Tsung trying to become immortal.
I believe you, mate. I believe you, don't worry about it. You need heat to amplify the clap. Thank you for the bits as well, Viper. I appreciate it, dude. So if you want to amplify clap to make it launch, you do need 1 level of heat. It does cost it. So you're going to spend some resources for that. But again, that's resources that you're not amping, so you still have amp for anything else if you want it. But ground shatter gives you the kind of like neutral control. You can turn it into, you can just confirm with this wherever you want. I don't believe it combos anywhere, ground shatter. I think it's too slow. Let me just check. Can I do... No, I don't think so. I don't think this works. Yeah, I think this is only like a zoning tool. I don't believe you can combo with it. But if you amplify it, it's unblockable. And that's an 80 damage unblockable. And there's no way you'll react to the fact that, because this is a low. So if you try and block this low of reaction, and he does this, you just get smacked for it. Which is cool. You don't get any new crushing blows with these, I don't believe. You just have his like plethora of normal ones. And you get to use his heat rocket in a different way to the others with this. So this would be an interesting form of JAX because he would, again, lose the kind of traditional way he's played, where you're ending everything in gotcha grab, you're really building for that. You are, of course, going to be playing around the ground pound more, which is not something JAX normally does too much, but you would then be able to really build it into your kit. This string would generate the heat you lose with gotcha. This would, make up for and give you a lot of potential to just build that heat back up anyway. Obviously, JAX isn't known for traditional damage outside of the launches, so you'd still be able to turn this into... that string by itself is 150. You'd be able to turn it into less, but with more advantage. Obviously, the full string knocks down, so if you want to keep them standing, you have to get this, which would open up, little micro dash for forward 3, forward 2 reaches. So it keeps his strength, so that letting him play around crushing blow, letting him build the heat, but in a different way to the other variations, which I think could make him... again, it's a unique way of playing JAX, right? It's a unique form of making the character work. Okay, next 2 characters.